Welcome back to Municipal Matters here on Cogeco TV. Once again, I'm your host, York Bellsmith. Joining us now, Paul Allen, co-chair of the 2017 Cobourg 55+ Winter Games. Paul,
Hi, York.
Welcome to Municipal Matters.
Thank you.
And Katie Litt, event assistant with the Cobourg Community Center.
Yes.
Katie, welcome to Municipal Matters. 2017 Cobourg 55+ Games. How did we come to this? I mean, we come off of hosting a great Hockey Canada event last December, and just all these events start coming. Tell us a little bit about the history of these games and how they got to Cobourg.
Yeah, well, they've been going on for quite some time. What's the date of the beginning of the games? Do you remember? I think it's back to 1982.
Something like that.
Yeah. So they've been around for a long time. Basically, what the town of Cobourg does is when they see an opportunity like this, they bid for it. So they have to put out a bid to get the event. And luckily, town of Cobourg got 3 major events next year. This is one of the 3. So we're very excited to host it. It's going to be bringing in almost 1,000 participants, 55 years of age or older, to our community next February, or this coming February.
Now, where are the athletes, where are they coming from? Is it just Ontario? Is it across the country?
It's Ontario, yes.
It's Ontario?
It's a provincial game, so that come from, I think there's 37 districts across Ontario that they come from. They have to qualify in their local districts to come to the games. But yeah, they'll be coming from all over.
I want to talk more about the specific games and such and how it's going on. But Paul, how did you get involved with this?
Well, in 2013, I think when the county hosted the Parasport Games, Eugene Todd, who's a very good friend of mine and myself, got involved with those games, and we chaired the sport technical. Very much enjoyed the experience, and since we've had some experience, some of the staff at the community center said, we've got this opportunity. Would you folks like to help us out? Well, it turned out not only are we doing sport technical, but we're chairing the whole games. But we're very excited about it because one of the organizations we believe a lot in is the Northumberland Sports Council, which we are both part of.
Right.
And it really fits into the mandate of what we look at as a sports council about lifelong activity, people keeping physical and doing things, and all that type of philosophy.
Tell us about the Northumberland Sports Council and just what you do and what you're involved in.
We kind of like to find a project where we know somebody needs a little bit of help or needs some work with things, and we take it on. One of the projects we did recently was we have provided every one of the municipalities arenas with a bag of hockey helmets. And what it does is allow them to have public programs in there. Schools can book ice time. Kids that wouldn't normally have that kind of protection can take advantage of this for free.
Right.
We are very involved with kids sport. We are a local kids sport chapter, and we are able to help raise money and help take money that comes from the provincial organization and put it out towards youth in the community that might not otherwise have a chance to participate.
I noticed my son was involved in the basketball program last winter, I believe, and just a ton of kids out that take advantage of this and really enjoy and get the opportunity year-round to get out and get involved.
Yeah, and that's another one of Eugene and my pet projects. We've been basketball lovers for years, and this project has really grown. We had over 250 kids last year, and right down to the age of 6, and it's really a great experience.
And once they get all that experience and they grow up, a few years down the road, they can take part in the 55+ games. Give us a little bit of the history, where these games came from, what the idea was behind a need for games like these.
What happened was the Ontario Senior Games Association, in conjunction with the Ministry of Tourism, Culture and Sport, put together a long time ago this concept of having a series of games. The ministry sponsored them. There's games for youth. There's games for the Parasport, which we talked about, and they have other games programs as well. But this particular one for seniors is where the OSGA got involved. And for years, they had one set of games a year, and it just became so large, and trying to do summer and winter things together, it was about 12 years ago, I think they broke them apart. And so they now have a summer set and a winter set, and they alternate years. So this year was the Summer Games in Midland, which we visited, and next year, of course, will be the Winter Games, which we're hosting.
And what are the date of the games?
February 21st is our opening ceremonies in the evening. They register that day, and then the 22nd and 23rd, 2 full days of competition.
Perfect. A lot must be going on behind the scenes, Katie, and we know how busy it was with other events that you brought in. What's going on behind the scenes right now is we're getting close. We're already in October.
Yeah, we've got 12 different committees that are working on various sections of preparing for the games. So We've got administration, we have accommodations, so you can imagine with almost 1,000 participants, you can't house them all in Cobourg, unfortunately.
Right.
So we've got to go outside, but that brings business from Trenton to Bowmanville to Peterborough. We've got sport technical, as Paul mentioned, so Paul and Eugene are working on that. That's getting together all the equipment that we'll need for the various sports that are involved. We've got registration committee getting prepared for the registration date, February 21st. We have special events, and that's getting ready for opening ceremonies as well as middle night activities, which is something we're setting up for them February 22nd. That after their competitions, they'll get to sort of experience our community and go out and do various activities for free, hopefully. So we're setting all of that up for them now. There's transportation, so there's a lot of logistics to handle with transportation. There's medical, just to make sure that people are on site for any issues that might arise, even if it's just a sprained knee or something like that. We've got, what else have I missed there? We've got volunteer committee, which is a very important one. That's a huge one.
How are your volunteers? Are you getting lots, or do you need more? You're just at the beginning? Okay.
Yes, we need more. We have online registration, so it's online through our website. Easiest way to find it is to Google 2017 Cobourg 55 plus Winter Games, because the address is about that long for the website. But you go on the website and you go to the volunteer tab, and you can register there. It takes you to a page and you submit your information. And the great thing is, St. John's Ambulance in Cobourg has agreed that anyone who has registered with the games can contact me directly, and they can take a first aid CPR course. Normally it's $100 to $150. They'll give it to them for $25.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a great benefit either way, for sure.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Are there different categories, different needs for volunteers, or will people volunteer and then you just sort of assign them, or can they sort of pick and choose what they want to help out with?
Yep, they can pick and choose. When they go online to register, it gives them a variety of options for when they're available during the games, and if they're interested in a particular venue, they're interested in a particular sport, if they're interested in a particular job, could be scorekeeping, it could be helping with registration, it could be helping with transportation.
Right.
All of those options come up and they just select, and then we sort of narrow it down from there.
It's really nice in this community. We don't have a shortage of volunteers by any means. People are always stepping up to help. Let's talk a little bit about the events, the games themselves, and the structure of the games, because it's not really so much a competitive event as it is an activity event.
Right. It's what we would call recreationally competitive. These are people that have been active all their life. They may be past elite athletes, and not very many of them even that. They're just very passionate about their sport. They believe in being active, lifelong participants, and they like this level of competition and the social aspect that goes along with it. We had a great visit to Midland in the summer, and the camaraderie and the social aspect of those games was incredible.
Right. What are some of the games? What are the games that we'll be seeing?
What happened is when they divided the games to summer and winter, they kind of did some funny splits, which will seem a little odd. For example, they had 5 and 10 pin bowling, and they split it. So one goes summer, one goes winter. Why? Well, that's the way it happened. So when we talk about some of them, some people will wonder. But we do have 10 sports, and we're spread out through the county, and even had to go outside the county for one. But for the most part, we have such an incredible amount of facilities within our county. We're able to do these large type of games. We're going to have alpine skiing, which is downhill skiing. They do a slalom event, and it will be at Brimacombe.
Okay.
We're going to do Nordic skiing, which is cross-country skiing, and we're going to use the Ganaraska Forest in Port Hope. The one event we have outside the county is 10-pin bowling, and it seems wherever anybody goes, the 10-pin bowling alleys are getting less and less. So we're going up to Lakeview Bowl in Peterborough to carry that off, and we need to use facilities up there for accommodations anyway, so it works out very well.
Right.
Within the community, we will have curling. West Northumberland Curling Club is allowing us to use their facility. And we're also partnering with Brighton Curling Club because it's a very popular event for the 55 plus.
Right.
Moving over to the CCC, which is our jewel of the area, we will be hosting volleyball in the gym, and it's also a fairly large event, so it'll spill over to St. Mary High School. Also at the CCC, we will have hockey. We'll use both arenas, and with the spillover from that, we'll also use the Memorial Arena.
Okay.
In between the hockey games, they have something called prediction skating. And that's quite an
Okay.
interesting event. Everybody kind of wondered about it. And I talk about a little story we had this summer in Midland. We have a gentleman from Cobourg and his wife who both participated in the games and have for 10 years, 10 games for 20 years. He's 75 plus. They didn't have a category for him this year, 75 plus, so he went in an open category. What they do is they ride a bike 10 kilometers, and they predict how much time it will take them to do the 10 kilometers without the aid of any timing device.
Okay. Like no timing device while they're riding. Like
While they're riding. This gentleman in an open category finished third, which was incredible.
Okay, so he's riding and then figuring out as he's going along how long it's taking him. So
Yeah.
no watch to start, no
mental
watch to
clock,
finish,
that's
a
what
mental
he's doing.
clock. Okay, gotcha.
What was most incredible was the winner. 2 days, 10 kilometers first day, 10 kilometers second day, and off his total prediction time for 2 days, he was 7 seconds.
Wow.
Amazing.
And we all know how hard it is to predict time. You know, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a Wednesday, and you think an hour's gone by, and it's 5 after.
Yeah.
Like I could just imagine riding a bike 10 kilometers.
So for our games in the winter, we have what's called prediction skating. And instead of riding a bike, obviously, they skate laps around the arena.
Right.
And they have so many laps to skate, and the difference between their predicted time and their actual time is used as their score.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
It's pretty neat. So rounding out the games, we have duplicate bridge. There's always been a card or board game involved. This summer they had more than one. The duplicate bridge will be at the Columbus Community Center. Down at CCI, we're very fortunate to have badminton there, and the Cobourg Badminton Club is really helping us out with that event. And we have table tennis at the Lion Center. And I think that's all, right?
Yeah, good.
Right. Now you say we're divided up, or the province is divided up into districts. What district are we in?
We are in District 12. So that covers it's Peterborough, Kawarthas, Northumberland.
Right. Now,
Yeah.
do we have a good contingent coming from our district hosting?
Well, we're just setting up the local games now. The District 12 coordinator is working on, with our sport conveners actually for the games, they're working together to set up dates and times to have competitions so that we can have local representation.
Right.
Yeah.
One of the goals of our sports council is to get people in our area more active and give them more opportunities. And when they came to us telling us that our area has not had a strong representation, we said, then we can help you out because we
Okay.
really feel this is important. So one of the things we're doing is going around to different clubs, Probus clubs, Rotary clubs, service clubs, community organizations, and talking about the games, trying to get them involved and taking some time to get invested in District 12, which is our local district.
Right.
Because it's very easy to get involved. I think it costs $10, and there'll be a little competition. Go out, have some fun, some friendship, and you never know, you may do well and be joining us.
And if people want to participate, you want to talk to people right here in Northumberland County that are watching, what can they do? What should they be watching for? Who should they be talking to?
Katie, you can
They
answer
should
that one.
be, well, yeah, they can contact me if they want to, and then I can refer them to Andy Teslick, who is the district coordinator for District 12. So getting his information, they can get it from the Ontario Senior Games Association website, and it will list the districts there and all of their contact information, but if they'd rather just contact me, I'd be happy to pass them on to Andy.
Right.
Yeah.
Excellent. Hopefully we can get a good, strong showing for our district here, for sure. Talk to us a little bit about the scarves that you're
yes.
wearing. I notice you're both wearing a scarf, and it's not really cold in here.
Well, our special events chair, Marg Allison, she had heard that another group for a past games in Newfoundland did what they called a scarf project. So they asked for enough scarves to be knitted, unique scarves, hand knit, for every one of their participants. So we decided we would like to try that out too. So they are the Cobourg colors, so the Cobourg logo, the blue, green, and white. And we have some guidelines, but basically people are just free to go ahead with these similar colors and create unique scarves. We want to have one for each participant, so our goal is over 1,000 scarves
Right.
by February. We have about 100 now. So we've got a little ways to go, but I know a lot
Right.
of groups are working on them, so I'm sure they'll bring them into the community center soon. Basically, we are having a knit-a-thon as well, as I see you looking at. It's going to be on Saturday, November 19th from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., so the whole day, and you don't have to be 55 plus to come. You can be any age. We're going to teach people to knit.
Oh, well, I was just going to say, is there going to be a workshop to show people how to
Yes,
do it?
Absolutely. I mean, I can say for myself, I can only knit a scarf because it's a straight line. It's the easiest thing to knit. So if I can learn, so can everyone else.
Right.
Basically, if we get more than 1,000 scarves, we can give one to all of the volunteers, and then if we still have some left over after that, we can donate them. So we're hoping that we'll have a huge amount come in. Newfoundland had about 3,400 when they asked for 1,000, so they got over triple the amount. And I've already got some from Calgary.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
People want to take part in the knit-a-thon. Again, it's 9 till 4 on November the 19th, Saturday, November the 19th.
Yeah.
They get in touch with you to
Yes,
pre-register.
Yes. And if they need materials, they just need to let me know, and then we'll make note of that.
Any cost to get involved? Or?
Nope, it's free to come. If people are interested in bringing extra materials for others, we would greatly appreciate that too.
And you know what, the timing is perfect for this too, because it's the day before the Cobourg Santa Claus parade. So people will be outside the next day. They can wear, show off the scarves.
There you go.
Let's talk a little bit about your sponsorship of the games. Of course, presenting sponsor is Cameco once again,
Yes.
stepping up.
Again, Cameco is such a fantastic organization. They have sponsored so many things locally, and they have stepped up to be our lead sponsor, and we're very grateful for their support again. We have a full sponsorship package. It's listed on our website, and we encourage anybody who would like to get involved. We've got all different levels of sponsorship. We're starting to fill out some of them now, and no amount of money is too small to become a friend of the games or to be a community sponsor.
And again, like volunteers, there never seems to be a shortage of individuals and businesses and big companies that step up to help out and sponsor such events.
Yeah, I mean, this is a great event to sponsor. It's active living, 55 plus demographic. That is a huge demographic obviously for our area. It's a great, it's a great pool to promote for the games. And we'd love to encourage that, especially I can say for the Cobourg Community Center. Seeing all the sports that we have there, table tennis, we've seen it grow. It's very popular. Pickleball is the summer game sport, but pickleball is also one that has grown incredibly at the Cobourg Community Center. And I see these people sort of creating relationships, friendships. The games are very social. It's you meet a lot of people, and you find something that you actually enjoy doing. And especially in our day and age when everybody's on their tablets and their phones, it's really important to get out and be active.
Right, absolutely.
I mean, I'll level with you. I don't like to run. Unless someone's chasing me, I don't see a point. But if you find something that you enjoy, if you're playing a game with your friends, I mean, it's something you'll sustain, and that's what we want, is to find opportunities for people after these games have gone to continue playing these sports.
Right. How many participants do we expect for the games?
The caps for all of the sports is 984, so almost 1,000 people. But they'll bring spouses with them.
Well, that's the next question too. How many people do we expect to draw in, aside from the participants who will be coming, staying, and eating, and shopping and such? How many people do you expect as far as spectators
We
go?
could easily see another 250 on top of that 1,000 participants is what we're hoping. We're working on doing extended packages, because we want people to enjoy the community and want to see what we have to offer here. So it's a big tourism thing as well. They get to enjoy this area, and perhaps they'll come back in the nice weather, and we want to show them what a great community this is.
People want to get involved, they want to volunteer, they want to sponsor, they want to be a participant. How do they get in touch?
They can go to our website, or they can contact me directly. That's the easiest way. Our website has all of the information, not only for the registering for volunteers, but it also has the sponsorship package, as Paul mentioned. So it's all there. And if they want to come in and have a discussion, they can always come in and ask for me at the Cobourg Community Center as well.
If you want to call the Cobourg Community Center, the number is 905-372-7371. Katie, thank you very much for joining us. Good luck with the games. Paul, good luck with the games. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you both for stepping up and helping our community once again.